Hey guys, Shinylocke here. So, it's been a bit of a while since my last video, if I'm almost 2 years, and I know that. So I'm gonna completely switch up my content because what I was doing before, I didn't really enjoy, and my junior year was really stressful, but I'm past that, so I'm gonna return to content, and I'm gonna completely switch it up to something I'm way more passionate about. Now, you may have seen from the title, but I'm going to start doing some manga videos, and I thought a good place to start would just be to go through my collection. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I'll just start at the very top. I've just got my box for the first Bleach box set. I got this Sabo, and this Luffy, and some lights. And that's it for that shelf. And here on the shelf, I have most of my completed stuff. Some of the stuff I have below might be completed, but this is most of my completed stuff up here. I have Solanin, which I haven't read yet. I just thought it would be good to put next to Poon Poon. But I'm gonna read it soon because I love Poon Poon. And then, of course, next is Poon Poon. Great series. It's a really sad coming of age story. It's really good. It's like, I don't know, I kind of like a case study, I don't know. It's really good. I also really like the spines on this one. I would be lying if I said that's not part of the reason I got into Poon Poon was because I think the spines look really good on the shelf. Next, I have all of Attack on Titan, including the 2 No Regrets volumes. I need to think of a better way to organize this because I want to display all 4 covers, and I want to have my Colossal Titan Android out. This is the best I'm getting, I think. I've got Volume 1, Volume 22, Volume 34, and Volume 30 displayed. This is my second favorite manga series, so I've got a lot of stuff for this. And then next up, we've got A Silent Voice. I haven't read the manga yet. I've watched the movie, but I plan to read all the manga just to see all the differences. But I loved the movie. The movie was great. And then onto the second shelf, I've got all the stuff from here down is stuff that I haven't finished the whole series for, and I've mainly just got them arranged by size and alphabet. First, I have the first 4 Berserk hardcovers. I've read all of them that I have, and I can't wait to get more because I'm kind of hooked on it right now, because Volume 4 is like when the eclipse happens, and that's really crazy. Next, I've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. I have all of Part 4, and then all of Part 5 that's out so far. I love JoJo's. This is my favorite manga, actually. And then I've also got a few little stands of Echoes, which is my favorite stand because Koichi is my favorite character. Part 4 is my favorite part. And I also got a figure of Johnny, waiting for the next 6 years whenever it gets localized. Next, I've got some Inuyasha and Kagome figures. I don't have any of the manga yet. I plan to get it eventually, but I've been watching the anime, and it's really good. Next, I've got the first Vagabond Visbig. I haven't started this yet, but I'm excited to because the art's great. I've heard great things. Can't wait. Then I've got the first 2 volumes of Vinland Saga. I've only read the first one, but it was really good, so I need to get on the second one soon because I can't wait to see where this series goes because it was really good and a really strong start. And down on the third shelf, we have, first off, I just have this Frieza figure and this little Takemichi figure, which I might get the Tokyo Revengers Omnibus when they come out, but Seven Seas has gotten in some stuff lately, and honestly, I don't like Seven Seas releases in general, but I'll probably get it anyway because I love the series. And then I have the first 2 volumes of Beastars and the first volume of Beast Complex. I love Beastars. It's one of my favorite mangas of all time. I read it all online, but I want to collect the manga just because I love the series so much. And Legoshi is one of my favorite protagonists of all time. Do not let how the series looks on the outside, like, don't judge it by how it looks on the outside. It's a very good series, and it's not weird. Then I've got Blue Flag. I have the first 4 volumes of it. I've read 1, 2, and 3. I have not started 4 yet, but 1, 2, and 3 were really good and I loved it, so I'm probably gonna read 4 sometime soon. Next I have the Death Note short stories that released, I think, last month. I haven't read all of this yet, but I started reading a little bit of it, and it was really good. It was just more Death Note, which I loved, and I love Death Note. So I definitely recommend getting this if you're a huge fan of Death Note. Then next to that, we have the first 2 collector's editions of Fruits Basket. I've only read the first one. I just got the second one in like one of my more recent trips to buy manga. So I'm definitely going to read that soon because I love the first volume. Then I've got the first 5 volumes of Wotakoi, which is all but the last one. I need to get the last one soon because this is my favorite romance series. I love this series. It's so funny, it's so great. I need to get the last one, but I honestly can't decide which version of the last one I want to get because there's like 4 different covers and I haven't decided on my favorite yet. But yeah, Wotakoi is just a great series. I definitely recommend it if you love romance. Next I got the first volume of Zom 100. I haven't started it yet, but my girlfriend just said I'd probably really like it, so I decided to get it. Then next to that, I've got, in front of all my Bleach, I have a figure of Ichigo. I love Bleach, so when I saw this in the store, I had to get it. Next, I've got the first 21 volumes of Bleach, and then I've also got all 3 of the light novels, which I haven't started yet, really, but whatever. I've got the End of Hypnosis volume cover displayed because I love that cover and I love that arc. Bleach is a great series. I mean, all of you probably know what Bleach is. It's Bleach. But if you haven't read it for some reason, I definitely recommend it. It's a great shonen, and yeah, it's way better than the anime from what I've seen. The anime kind of messes up the pacing, but I am really excited for the 1,000 Year Blood War anime, whenever that comes out. Then I've got the Nendoroid of Denji from Chainsaw Man. I probably should move this down to where all my Chainsaw Man is, but there's not a lot of space on that shelf. But this is a great Nendoroid. I love this Nendoroid so much. Next, on the next shelf, we've got Bleach. Next on the next shelf, we've got the last of the Bleach light novels, which I haven't read past like the first half of the first one, but I really need to do that because I've heard great things about it. Then I've got Burn the Witch, which was a solid little like start to a series. It's also by the author of Bleach, Tite Kubo, which was one of the main reasons I got it, honestly. I have no idea if it's ever going to get continued or if it was just meant to be a 1-volume thing, but it was fun. It was a fun little volume. Next, I have all of Chainsaw Man Part 1. I just got Volume 11 recently because it just came out, but I love Chainsaw Man. Just today they announced when Part 2 is starting, and I'm so excited for that, and I'm so excited for the anime whenever that airs. I just love Chainsaw Man. It's so great. I plan on rereading it all physically because I originally read it online like a year-ish ago, but now that Volume 11's out, I want to reread it all physically just because I love this series. I love Tatsuki Fujimoto. I don't have any volumes of it yet, but I've also read Fire Punch all online. Fire Punch is also great. I just want to collect all his stuff eventually because he's one of my favorite mangakas. Next, I've got most of Demon Slayer. I have the one-shot volume, Stories of Water and Flame, spin-off, and then I have all the volumes except for 9 through 11, which is the Mugen Train arc. But yeah, I watched the anime originally, and then once season 2 finished airing, I just bought volumes 12 through 23 and just read all that, and it was great. I cannot wait for the Infinity Castle to get animated. I'm not really too excited for the Swordsmith Village arc to get animated, but whatever, we gotta sit through it eventually. And then I also just have a lot of Demon Slayer figures. This makes it look like I like Demon Slayer a lot more than I do, which I do love Demon Slayer, but like, I have way more figures of Demon Slayer than anything else, but mainly that's just because there's a lot more availability of Demon Slayer figures because it's probably the most popular anime right now. I've got Giyu, Shinobu, Akaza, Iguro. Iguro's probably my favorite Hashira. I love him, he's great. I've got another Shinobu, and I've got this Figma of Tanjiro. And then next to Demon Slayer, I've got the first 3 volumes of Future Diary. This series kind of gets a bad rep, which I guess is fair, but like, I don't know, I really love this series. It holds a lot of sentimental value to me. And it's fun. There are some parts where the writing kind of is not great, and there's some horrible decisions, but it's a really enjoyable... I watched the anime, it's a really enjoyable show. I think it's pretty good. And then I've got a few volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I have volume 0, which I read physically, volume 1, and then volume 10, just because I loved this part. I read it all online, but this was one of my favorite fights, the one that happens here. Probably my favorite fight in the series. I just loved that volume, so I had to get it. And Makamaru's one of my favorite characters. And then I've got this Nendroid of Yuji. It's pretty cool. I like the little thing here with like the effects, like the cursed energy hands. It's just a really nice Nendroid. And then I've got volumes 1, 2, 3, and 5 of Kaguya-sama Love is War. I need to get more of these because they've started restocking the earlier volumes a lot more. I remember when I first started collecting, they barely had like 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I could only ever find volume 1. It was insane, but I've started seeing them a lot more in stores, so I probably need to start buying these because I love this series. It's great. I've been watching season 3 of the anime, and then whenever that finishes airing, I'm going to catch up on the manga just because this series is so great. Then I've got Mob Psycho 100 Reigen and Mob Psycho 100 Volume 1. I haven't read Reigen yet because I bought it, and then I found out that it has spoilers for the ending, and I've been waiting for season 3 of the anime, and I don't really want to get spoiled, so I'm not going to do that. And then I've got volumes 23, 24, and 25 of My Hero Academia, which is all of the My Villain Academia arc, which is, in my opinion, the best arc in the entire manga. It's just such a great arc. I love the League of Villains. They're by far the best part of the manga, and it's just a really, really good arc. I also have volume 30 down here, which is also a really good volume, which is why I got it, but My Villain Academia is so great. I love this volume cover, so I have it displayed. This is one of my favorite volume covers ever, probably. It's just such a great cover. And then I have this little figure of Kirishima, because I love Kirishima. He's probably my favorite in class 1A. I don't really care for a lot of the characters in that class, honestly. I really care for like the League of Villains and the adult heroes, but Kirishima's cool. I like him. Then we make our way to the last shelf, where there's not nearly as much stuff, but it still has some good stuff down here. As I said before, I've got volume 30 of My Hero Academia. It's a really good volume. I loved that part. It was a part where something very important is revealed, and it was just a perfectly executed reveal. I loved it. Just such a great volume. I've got One Piece volume 59, which is all the way up till the end of Marineford, I believe. I read all One Piece online because that's so much money, and I'm not spending that much money on One Piece. But Marineford's, it's obviously my favorite arc, and I saw this at Barnes & Noble one day, and I just got it instantly because looking forward to such a great arc. I've got One Punch Man Volume 1. I watched Season 1 of the anime. I'm not going to watch Season 2 because I haven't heard great things about the quality. So I'm going to read the rest of the manga for that. But I loved Season 1, so I picked up Volume 1 just because it was really fun. Then I've got both volumes of Orange. There's like a third future volume, I'm not sure. I haven't started it. I'm not that far into it. I have started it, as you can see. I've got a bookmark in there. But the little, like, 2 chapters I read, it was really good, so I picked up the second volume. And then I need to knock through that soon because I have a huge backlog of stuff I need to get through, honestly. But it was really good. Can't say a lot about the later stuff because I haven't gotten to it yet, but from what I've read, it was really good. Then I've got Volume 1 of Spy Family. I read this all online. Again, like a lot of stuff on here. I read it all before the anime came out. But I've been watching the anime as it comes out, and it's a really good adaptation of it. And I got Volume 1 because I really like the series. I want to collect all of it eventually, because it's a great series. I really enjoy it. I've also got Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Volume 1. This series is pretty good. Not on the level of some of the other stuff on here, but it's a really fun series. I bought this volume, read it, and then decided to just read the rest online, and it was really fun. I definitely recommend this, but don't go in with crazy expectations, because like that can kind of ruin a series. But like, it's a really fun. My problem is the main story isn't that great. It's just really carried by the characters for me, which, if that's your thing, then definitely read it because it's got some great characters in it. Then I've got I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I watched the movie of this and absolutely loved it, so I bought this one volume of it because I really love the movie, and I'll probably read it eventually. I know it's an adaptation of a light novel, I believe, so it'll probably be a little different to the anime, so I kind of want to read it to see the differences. And lastly, I've got the first 2 volumes of Your Lie in April. I want to collect all of this eventually, but past Volume 2, it's really hard to find any volumes for it, so that might be a little difficult. But I watched the anime of this. Really good series. I was very distraught at the end, but it was still just a great series. Then I've got a few more figures down here. I've got this was like a model kit of the Thousand Sunny. I got it. It was really fun to build. I just spent a few hours. The stickers were really annoying, as most stickers are, but it was really fun to build. I love building model kits. Then I've got this tiny little figure of Jinbei. Jinbei is one of my favorite Straw Hats. My favorite Straw Hat is Frankie, but I can't find any good stuff from him ever, so I've just sort of gotten a few stuff of the other characters, like you saw, the Sabo and Luffy. Then I've got this Nendoroid of Roxas. Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and Roxas is my favorite character from it, so I got this when I saw it at the store. Then I've got this little thing of Turtwig. Turtwig's my favorite Pokemon, and I love Pokemon, so Pokemon's what my channel started from, really. But I love Turtwig. He's my favorite Pokemon, basically because he was my first starter, but he's really cute. He has his own merit. And I've got this figure of Giyu, which I put down here because it would have made the shelf above way too cluttered, but I love this figure. It's really nice. Then I've got this figure of Shigaraki, which again is down here because it would have made the above shelf way too cluttered, but this is a really nice statue. It was also really cheap too, so it was definitely worth the price. It's a really good figure. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna upload a bunch more videos in the future. I have a few videos planned already, and just in the comments let me know if you have any stuff you think I should read or anything. Then I'll make sure to give it all a look. I'm probably also going to start streaming again soon. My Twitch will be in the description, and all my stuff, as usual, will be in the description. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. See you guys.